Evening.
Good evening, everybody. How are we doing?
I'm dandy.
As you can see, Mr. Mark Dolan isn't here because he's currently running a sweatshop, making t-shirts and all sorts. But he might join us later, as will Mr. Ian Chandler. He'll be here at some point soon. Can you hear everyone? I'm hosting it tonight, so I need to make sure that everyone can hear everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I know you guys can hear me.
See, Alex has put on the mood light.
Yeah.
Like a scary greenish.
It's turquoise, man.
Turquoise. Sorry. Teal.
Hey, DePayne, how we doing?
Thanks for joining, Alex. It's been a while.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Where is everyone? What have we got? Has anyone even posted in any of the groups that this is happening? I know I haven't.
I haven't. 7 people, 3 of them are us.
Yup.
Dale here. Hi, Dale.
You can't hear me. What do you mean?
Evening, Gareth. And David is also here. Yeah, David, as you can see, we did the hair and makeup thingy. That's why we were late.
Always. I suppose I better post
how
in the
long
group,
time
hadn't
Cat
I?
spent on his hair. It's
So much time, honestly. It's such a hassle these days. I suppose we better do that social thing and let people know that this is happening, hadn't we? Maybe. I don't know. How's it go? It's all been a bit thrown together today.
Yeah. Oh, vaping on. Alex.
Go.
Yeah, sorry, I think my Bluetooth headphones are not working the best right now.
Oh, he goes and buys all the posh tech. Breaks. It's like Chandler's, they won't charge. And he's had them like 6 weeks.
Yeah, David, pretty much
Right.
always on point with this triangle.
I'm vaping on the Wicket with the Theatro with a custom Bit of Viking black tank section.
Ooh.
In that I have got Bourbon Custard by Murta, available at vaporbay.uk.
Oh no, here we go.
I've got another Wicket.
Wicked.
Jungle is
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
And I don't think many people got that joke,
No.
honestly.
How did
So many. I
no
don't.
one got that?
With a sky drop on top with another custom Bit of Viking tank section with a matching tip.
Did he do something to your tank sections like you sent him, or did he make them custom wise?
So he already had the sky drop. The Theatro I had to send him, and he said it was such a bastard to make that he didn't charge me for any of the ones he made, and said never ask him to do it again.
Brilliant.
So we do have
Some Slavic witchcraft right there.
some coloured tank sections for the Theatro, which we will be
None of
giving
which
away.
fit properly. Because
No, these ones are all good.
Oh.
It's because it's threaded on one side, and then you've got like a bayonet fitting at the other side,
Yeah.
and then holes in the middle. And obviously trying to do that in a resin cast.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's like a double
Pizza.
cast.
Yeah, that sucks.
even Dennis.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something then. And in that, I've got the other one. What did I say? Bourbon. Yeah, caramel custard by Murta, also available at vaporbay.co.uk.
What did he say?
What did you say? UK e-cig store? Oh, okay.
And then
Great.
finally, if it'll focus, maybe with a bit of light.
It's too much light.
Too much light.
It's good enough. We can see it.
Yeah.
Vapor Bay Zombie Killer Mod Edition with Hakuvena TI Black. And in that, I've got not much left. Lick It from Smacks, Peaches and Cream, I really like that.
No, I've never found a good peach vape. They always end up tasting a bit crap after about 3 puffs.
Well, I've got Peach Fields from Simon. I can't remember the name of his company. Anyway, Steeping. So that's what he said. That's a really good peach. So I know he would, but he made it. But I've heard good things.
Yeah, you can never trust how good a juice is on the word of the person that made the juice.
Or the person that sells it. But you can buy this because this is brilliant. Buy it now.
What are you drinking, Alex? David is asking if you're drinking a little Rioja.
No, it's actually a dregs of a bottle of Malbec that needed to go.
So are you allowed to drink anything other than Italian wine?
My girlfriend doesn't drink.
Oh.
So she, therefore, doesn't give a fuck.
Maybe she just was a bit of a nationalist. Who knows?
She had a sip of wine. That's it. Sun Soys, Strawberry Fields, etc. Yeah, Peach Fields. Yeah, that makes sense. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. No, I can't buy dried pasta, but wine, whatever.
You have to make all your pasta fresh.
Or buy it fresh.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What am I vaping on? Today, I've got my Nibiru on top of the Minikin, which I've used pretty much solidly for the last, since I got it. And in this today, I have a special premium blend available nowhere because Chandler made it for me, which is Chandler's Kiwi, and it is a kiwi, strawberry, and apple with cucumber and mint. And it's really,
that sounds quite good.
It's really bloody good. It's mostly kiwi, mint, and cucumber with a hint of strawberry and apple. And
Sounds great.
it's really fucking fresh. Like last couple of days, I've been vaping.
I didn't even know you mixed.
Yeah, Chandler mixes. Not a lot, but he was like, "Oh, do you mix yourself?" And I was like, "Not really, no." And he was like, "Oh, it's all right. I'll mix you up a short fill or something. I want you to try." And I was like, "Okay." So he banged that in the post yesterday for me, along with Diddy, who I don't think he's here yet, but I've finally got Diddy's trifle that he's been anchoring for I don't know, 8 years. No. So yeah, but no, it's really fresh because I've had Elements honey roast tobacco in here for the last 2 days, so it's a nice change from that. I've also got my legit vapor flask, and on top of that, I've got the long-awaited. I think I waited for this for almost a year to come from Mark, and I'm not even shitting you. At least a year, which is the Watofu Sting MTL RDA, which, despite the fairly garish colour, is a absolute pleasure to build on. Piece of piss to wick, and vapes really nicely. And in that, I've got Own Bake's Cherry Bakewell.
So one question: if it is rainbow, does it come with a bubble glass as well?
It's an RDA. Yeah, but look,
Does it come with a bubble cap?
Oh,
no. They're super easy to build. It's literally 2 plates. Those screws, look, you don't screw it under the screws, you screw it under the plates, and then it's just nice.
Fires.
Adjustable airflow on the cap. No inserts or any of that bollocks. Just click it in and off you go.
So is Dennis is asking if the juice from Chandler is clean? Presumably.
I've had it in here for about 10 minutes, so I couldn't tell you for sure if it was clean, but it tastes
and the coils are
clean.
fucked.
The coils are Pilgrim
the carton is
Vapes.
gone.
Well, these are Pilgrim Vapes, Fuse Claptons.
Where do you get those?
Pilgrim Vapes.
Direct from Mottram.
Direct from Mottram. I go straight to the source. But no, Dennis, yeah, no, it tastes really, really, really clean. Hey Pete, how we doing, my dude? Welcome everybody. So yeah, that is what I'm vaping on. I've also got my IO, but it needs refilling. It's getting a bit low, and it also needs re-wicking, so I'm not vaping it at this very moment. And I can't bring myself to pull it apart right now because I'm just that lazy.
Yeah. And change it to the red set when you're fiddling with it anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that.
No, don't think. Just do it.
Just do, but the white looks so good. No, I'll change it to the red set when I next pull it apart. Because if I'm going to pull it apart, I might as well pull it apart properly.
Or you could buy another .io and .show.
We haven't got any of the frosted ones left. I really wanted a frosted one, and they'd gone by the time I looked at it.
You really want one? Really want one?
I can get you one if you need one.
I mean, it's not a consideration at the moment because I've just spunked out best part of $500 on my car. But
Sell the car and you can buy 10.
I don't. But they don't get me to work. Unfortunately, I need the car. I wanted to order some stuff from Stealth Vape, but needed to measure some 510s. I wanted to replace. Within a day, I got a discount code because I hadn't checked out my car. Nice. Hello, Vape Extreme. How we doing, my dude? How's everything going? Yeah, what are you vaping on mine?
Tonight I brought out an old sucker, or I rewicked it and put my Vena on my cranium capsula.
Oh, yeah.
With the all-in-one insert. Fucking love it.
Hey, Ilsa. How you doing?
Evening, Ilse.
Evening.
Then I am sorry to say it beats the Nibiru for me. The Imperia, of course, on my sorry. In my capsula, I have wick liquor, apricot. No surprise. I don't know where you can get those actually.
How many bottles you got left?
I think
2?
13. No,
Oh, you haven't got through it that quick.
At least 10. At least 10. I think I've vaped like 7 or 8 bottles total of wick liquor. I gotta have stock. The Imperia is sitting pretty on my Yuma Datu.
You like those
recommend
Datus?
anyone getting a Datu mod. They also come in Delrin in a cheaper version.
What about Stabwood?
They are actually $20 cheaper than Yuma.
Are they coated?
Yeah.
Nice. How much are
I
they?
think they are $350 for a
That's a good price.
dollars and $370 for Yuma, and I think it's $280 for Delrin versions. So yeah.
Nice.
And in that I've got another Miyako, the Forest Roots, and last but not least my new favorite daily carry, the Ass Vape Hita.
That is tiny, isn't it?
And I'm now vaping on the 0.5. Was it 5? 0.50 coil, so it's a bit more open. So I had to go down and mix and some 3 milligram just juice.
Are they for sale anywhere besides the Facebook group? Import from Asia is almost a guarantee for customs fees. Which device are you talking about, Dennis?
Talking about the Datu. Not that I know of, Dennis. Yeah, I know of it. He will declare down what I.
The DPM, yeah.
Yeah, he will declare down, but that's of course a risk. So.
The downside is if you declare down and you lose it.
Yeah, but he ships with DHL Express, so.
Where is he from?
He's from the Philippines.
Okay.
He also does amazing pipes.
What, like?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested now.
Also Juma and Stabwood and so on. I don't know the price of those though, but
What's the group called?
it's DPM mods.
Got
Dodge
2
Pipe
squonkers by
Masterworks.
him, Limo, and Casper.
It's called Dodge.
Dodge Pipe Masterworks.
But the group
I see
is
the page.
secret, I think.
Oh, he does that squonker thing with the carbon.
Yeah.
Dennis says he's got 2 squonkers by him.
Yeah, got the Maggie. Yeah, just putting the group in chat.
Hello, Mark. How you doing?
Yeah, Limo. That's the OG one of his first ones. He also does a 2-barrel, like a double barrel. I think it's a series.
Hey, Diddy.
Hey, Diddy.
Diddy, I have juice for you. Come see me tomorrow.
And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm vaping on. I still have the Nibiru on hand, but not right now.
Why are you joining this group? Odd question.
Because I want to buy things.
I just put I like to vape.
I like to vape. Oh, dear me.
I'm actually very disappointed that that not more people got your LEG reference this morning. Really,
This morning,
Well,
this afternoon. I don't remember what time it was. Today.
it was like 7:30.
Well, it was morning then.
I apologise if I keep yawning. I'm back at work and it's ripped it out of me, and I shouldn't do because it's not hard, but it's just, I don't know. Sitting on my ass for 3.5 months really does a toll on you when you have to go up and be outside all day.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that everything you're vaping then, Martin?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right now, I have the full lineup here, but they're in hibernation.
Awesome. Right, I've got plenty of news tonight. Some of it's cool, some of it's not so great, some of it's interesting. So the first bit of news, I actually have got courtesy of Alex.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. That.
So more vapors are making their own juice, but not without the risks. Now you have to bear with me because normally I paraphrase these things so they don't end up too lengthy. But I've just got the link here. So it basically says this woman that it's talking about is a woman called Danielle Jones, and she's been vaping for 5 years, and she is learning to mix her own liquids because there is the ever-present scenario of the ban of sale of e-liquids. And even though she says, she's been vaping 5 years and she has no intention of going back to cigarettes, that pull of being able to go and buy some cigarettes is always there. And anyone who knows that's given up smoking, if vaping disappeared off the planet, it'd be very easy to go back to cigarettes, wouldn't it? One way or another. We wouldn't want to, but we could do it if we needed to.
They're available much more.
Exactly, yeah. So it says, as more states and cities, and even the federal government, consider banning flavoured nicotine, thousands of DIY vapors like this lady are flocking to social media groups and websites to learn how to make their e-liquids at home. And users on the forum, many of whom have been mixing theirs for years, describe the process as simple, fun, cheap, and with the proper precautions, safe. But if not done carefully, making e-liquids at home may pose risks, including accidental exposure to high doses of liquid nicotine, the use of dangerous oil-based flavours, and possibly product contamination. I know myself that even my company used to buy a lot of high nic juice back before the TPD. We used to have 24 milligram freebase stuff, and if we were ever handling the bottles, we'd put gloves on because the residue on the bottles would give us a headache after 3,000 bottles of it. So we'd have to wear gloves.
Did it go up to 32?
It did at one point, but we only ever stocked 24. To have people mixing their own e-liquid is crazy. There are very toxic chemicals, says a guy called Stanton Glantz, a professor of medicine and the director for Centre of Tobacco Control Research. Now, Stanton Glantz is a bit of a prick. He's been a name that's popped up a lot. He says if you drop a little bit of nicotine on your skin, it can send you to the hospital. Not entirely true, just don't ingest it. But Dr. Michael Siegel, a professor of community health, thank you for the sub, Oggy.
Thanks, Augie.
A professor of community health sciences at Boston University said many people are able to make vaping liquids safely at home by seeking others or advice from other vapors and following a few safety measures such as wearing gloves and goggles. However, the risk of contaminated products, as some people use the bans as an opportunity to make their own concoction cheaply and sell them on the black market. Now, this goes on for a while, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but essentially, I think if more people are getting into mixing their own, you'll find a very, very small percentage start selling them. I think your biggest threat is people start selling their hordes of nicotine, potentially, but I don't think people who are mixing for their own supply are going to start selling it. It's not a thing here in the UK, not really. People who DIY at home they might mix up a bottle for their mates, but they don't tend to start up juice companies. Do you know what I mean?
The dangers is of a ban is the black market and therefore the total unregulated. What's up?
That's horrific.
So I was just doing manual focus because
You do realise just how zoomed in you are, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not reverting. It should be.
They fucked it,
Look
created
into my
themselves
eye.
by the ridiculous bans, both the mixing for yourself and the black market. Well, exactly, yeah. And actually, it is easy to do. You know, even if you're using pre-mixed nick shots, it's very easy to do. You know, you really have to fuck it up to get it really wrong. You know. So there's that. Right. next bit of news. So, and this is actually based near me. Oh, for God's sake, who keeps editing it? Oh my God! Right.
I did see it was like Anonymous Otter.
Yeah. Right. So, an English study has called for vape shop staff. So, have we got any vape shop staff in the chat? So, it says a research project at the University of East Anglia, which is the university near me, aiming to understand how vape shop services have changed during the COVID-19 pandemic. A call for vape shop staff to take part in the survey. The aim of the study is understanding how vape shops have adapted during the COVID crisis and how subsequently they could adapt to meet the needs of different smokers. We're exploring how vape shops adapted their usual services, if at all, during the COVID-19 outbreak. We're interested in this because we'd like to create an understanding of how the vape shops can adapt to meet the needs of different smokers. The aim of the study is... I've lost my place. The aim of the study is understanding how vape shops have adapted and how subsequently they could meet. For some reason, I put that in twice. So we're exploring how vape shop... Wait, I've just repeated the same thing 3 times.
What?
This is either the worst article I've ever written, or the people I stole it from have repeated it 3 times. Or did you repeat it? You repeated it, didn't you? Someone did. I don't know. Anyway, so they're basically doing it. And if you work in a vape shop, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you are in the country, as long as you work in a vape shop, they want to find out. Now, I've got the link to the survey here. It takes about 10 minutes to do. I've already done it. Honestly, this bunch of jokers. This is why I should shut off access to the notes afterwards. Just make it non-editable. But yeah, so it's going to be a really interesting survey. I think it's going to look good for the vaping bricks and mortar industry. And it'll be interesting to see what results they come out with. All right, you guys need to leave this alone now, because I'm seeing things ping up all over. Oh no! Stop! Genuinely stop.
Maybe it's Mark who's just bored.
Maybe. Right. Give me a second. Right. That's what you get. No one can edit it now. Honestly,
It wasn't me. Honestly, it wasn't me.
I think it's probably Mark.
Honestly, I did the first one, but the others must have been Mark.
Yeah, because it's just the same thing, like repeated like 3 times. Right. So the next bit is a Taiwanese association says tobacco harm reduction is a human right. Yeah, like I rely on these notes, Dennis. Otherwise, I can't tell you anything. And if people just start messing around with it, it's game over. So the Coalition of Asia Pacific Tobacco Harm Reduction Advocates, also known as CAFRA, is supporting a petition by the Taiwanese Tobacco Harm Reduction Association, THRA, urging the government of Taiwan to allow tobacco harm reduction products such as e-cigarettes and smokeless tobacco as as part of a key strategy to decrease national smoking rates. CAFRA's executive coordinator Nancy Lucas says that the request is in line with the WHO's recommendation that countries regulate the safer alternatives to protect the public health. This aligns with the WHO declaration that the health is a fundamental human right and individuals should be given the right to determine, to advance and protect their own being, says Yu Yang Wang of THRA. Said that while several countries are still debating vaping bans, the latest WHO report from 2020 supports regulating the smoke-free products. And that goes on a little bit further. But yeah, Taiwan, who is a very heavy smoking country as far as I'm aware, to support a smokeless alternative is fantastic.
But as far as I know, right now it's pretty heavily restricted in Taiwan.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get hold of. You can't do it publicly. I think the thing is they get it. Like they get that it needs to change, and they haven't changed it. Hey Matt, how you doing?
Hey Matt. Well, Diddy has a point. It was very entertaining news.
I'm not done yet. I got one more bit, and then this is good. But this affects America, and this could be a huge change for the States.
Your access is expired.
Yeah, I know. It's because I've changed it to read only. Stop this malarkey. Right, so a vape mail ban passes the Senate and has a House vote in 2 weeks. So legislation that will eliminate the US Postal Service delivery of vaping products has passed the Senate and is on its way to the House. The Senate passed the bill, the so-called Preventing Online Sales of E-Cigarettes to Children Act, by voice vote on July 2nd. In addition to banning shipments of e-liquid and vaping hardware by the Postal Service, the bill forces other delivery services to check ID and get an adult signature at the point of delivery for vape shipments. Delivery by FedEx, UPS, or DHL is much more expensive than mail delivery, and the signature delivery requirement will add additional cost and difficulty for vapers. Even though a similar...
No.
Go on.
I was just going to say, no extra cost if you're ordering from Vapor Bay. You just use DHL anyway to go to America.
Wow. Now we know why Alex came on tonight. It's because he hasn't spammed VB UK enough.
So does that mean that they won't ship things out of the country? They literally won't ship things within the country?
I think you just can't use the US mail service because they're very particular about their mail service, aren't they?
And they've obviously discovered that by stunting the US mail service, that they can quite quickly shut down a lot of it. It says even though the similar bill was passed last October, the Senate bill is different enough that it must go through the House again. President Trump will be signed. It can be sent to President Trump to be signed into law or vetoed. Trump is not expected to oppose it. So it says the House will not be present to vote until the 20th of July, which gives vapers 2 weeks to register their strong opposition to the bill. If the bill becomes law, the cost of an online vaping purchase could increase by as much as $20. And there's no guarantee that private carriers will continue to even ship vaping products. In fact, those companies will probably become the targets of pressure campaigns by anti-vaping organizations once the USPS discontinues deliveries. So yeah, pretty mad. That's a pretty big hit. Honestly, I mean, if you've got loads of product but no way to ship them, then it becomes a lot more difficult.
Just use DHL.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Even those companies in the States specifically might turn around and go, nope, not doing it.
Yeah, there are other countries where DHL are refusing to to even carry them if they know that it is.
Do you remember a while back, for a little while, PayPal were refusing to process any payments that were for vaping products?
They're doing shit again.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, if they knew it was for vaping products, then I mean, it almost shut down my company because we're almost exclusively PayPal-based payment system.
Yeah.
And if PayPal stopped, accepting payments for vaping products, even though it's actually got nothing to do with them, they're purely a middleman. Did you see that someone allegedly died from vaping in Norfolk somewhere, leading the authorities to question whether vaping was safe? Really? Where was that, did he? It also says, same with us, we had issues with them in the past already.
It can't be, because they're putting down all deaths down to COVID at the minute, so the insurance companies won't pay out.
Are they really?
The lobbyists who spun the story, so like enough COVID, now we're just going to say it's all vaping related.
But the thing is they're trying to pass this bill saying, they've got a signature on delivery and blah, 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 blah. Have you ever received something and been ID'd by the guy delivering it? It's happened to me before. Like, that's already a thing.
Sometimes they just go, what's your date of birth?
They just got to check because to prove that they have done it, they would have to take a picture of your ID, and they can't keep that. That's GDPR, so...
may have been NNN. I'm not sure, did you? I'll have a look into that. That is interesting, actually. But yeah, so that's the news. There's some interesting news. I think the coolest thing, though, there is that they're doing a study for vape shop staff. So if you do work in a vape shop, go to the link. I'll post the link again, actually. Fill out the survey. It takes 10 minutes. And it's just about, how your vape shop's adapting to... Yeah, Amazon makes you show ID for vape stuff. It's purely to cover their own back, Yeah,
and my point is just they will never be able to prove that they have seen ID.
No, there's a tick box and they go, yep, seen ID, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's no guarantee that they haven't seen ID.
No, for sure. So, yeah.
They probably have mystery shoppers as well.
So, has anyone been into a vape shop since the pandemic? I know you have, Martin, because Denmark doesn't seem to care, but...
I haven't been into any shops.
Look at our raids. Look at how we opened up so quickly.
Every day, yeah. So, has anyone in chat noticed anything different about them? Are they drastically different to how they were before? Yeah, I know, Diddy. I saw you today. Because I mean, my shop, for example, we're doing all the basic things that a lot of other shops are doing. So, restricting the amount of people in the shop. We've got big screens up on our counters. I get to wear the most incredible and trendy face visor, which is amazing. My welding
We bring
mask.
up that picture just for the others to see.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't actually.
yeah.
Oh, okay, bear with me a second. I'm gonna have to send it to myself and then drag it across. So give me a second.
Is it not in the group chat? Can you not just
Oh yeah, I think it might be actually.
swing it up there somehow?
I think it might be. 2 secs. It's gonna take.
I
I can
think
get it on
the
there. Just...
correct term for how you look was like gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I don't care how it looks. I'm just glad that it's comfortable to wear. Because that would be no vaping in the shop. Lines on the floor for distancing. Other than that, it's normal. Yeah, so we've banned vaping in our shop as well. If I want to vape, I have to wait till there's no customers, and then I step out the front of the shop and have a cheeky vape. So it's not too bad.
Grinder action. Didi. Do we want to know more?
But the thing is today I've spent more time telling people that we can only have one person in the shop, that we're only accepting card, and I'm not going to change your coil, than I have actually talking about vaping.
Yeah, I would bet.
It is in here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. So I'm going to just send it again. Okay, there it is. Right. Now we can just save that. There. Oh God. So it'll only take me a quick minute. Bear with.
What's a quick minute?
A quick minute
30
is
seconds.
a hot minute.
Oh, 17 seconds.
Oh, open. Done. There we
go.
go. So this is me in my...
Yeah, right, Didi. I
Wait.
thought so.
There we go. So this is me in my incredible mask and thing. And there we go. Might have to borrow that for some grinder action. Yeah, which kind of grinder though?
That's what it's like.
Haven't been in any vape
Oh,
shops
the
this
angle
weekend.
grinder action. Okay. Now I get you. Never mind.
So yeah, so this is me with the face mask, and it's actually great because I don't always wear the face masks, but I do always wear the visor.
Is that? Have you actually taped your glasses together in the middle?
No, that's just the top of the mask.
Okay.
Oh no. Where my glasses are, it's where I push them up. The black lacquer on the glasses is worn off, and it's silver.
Oh.
It's just worn silver.
You just go full on. Just put the tape around.
Just buy a Sharpie.
Yeah, but with some of the masks I've got, I actually have to put medical tape across the top of the bridge of my nose because otherwise it just steams my glasses up. But yeah, so that's a thing. But yeah, if you ever come and see me in the shop, that'll be that.
Get some Aquapel.
Aqua what?
Aquapel.
Oh, that's the anti-fog stuff, isn't it?
It's what they use on the cockpits of planes.
Yeah.
Good shit.
So yeah, but it is interesting. I've seen vape shops though that don't give a fuck. I've seen vape shops that are still serving coffee, having people sit and chat around, no social distancing, no screens, no masks, nothing. They're just carrying on as normal.
Report them.
Yeah, I can't be arsed. Plus, it means less competition for me. Like,
How many?
I don't know whether we're competition for you up here in Norfolk.
We got customers from Norfolk.
Yeah, but you don't sell anything we do, so there we go. I've been doing my shopping online, says Pete. To be fair, I've done most of mine online. Matt says no vaping in the shop, lines on the floor. Gareth hasn't been in any shops since the week before lockdown. Believe me, Gareth, other than food shops and going to work, I haven't been in any shops either. So there we go.
Well, hello, Cass. David says you put inside some of the lamps. Hey, boy.
Thank God you meant Hannibal Lecter and not Buffalo Bill. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Oh dear. So yeah, I think it's interesting. Things will change again. They'll either open up or they'll get worse. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Watch this space.
Yeah, well, Australia just got hit by the second wave and are starting to lock down again, so it's
Yep. And in the UK, they've just released a list of about 40 different regions where their infection rate has gone up. However, I was looking in the Norfolk news today, and our rate of infections has gone down. Last week, we only had 12 new cases, down from 18 the week before. So it is going down. However, it's about to become holiday season, so that's about to go way through the roof.
How many people in Norfolk, though?
Quite a few.
32?
But what you'll actually see is if you look, without getting too much into it now, if you look at any of the infection rates, they've all jumped because they now start including the self-testing results as well as just hospital results. So
And more people are eligible to get tested than before, where it was like critical cases and
exactly, yeah.
So,
Right, Martin, you have something for us.
yeah, well, a lot of us, we know the collaboration between Typhoon and Aspire, which gave birth to the Nautilus GT. It's not new because it's already out in a lot of shops, web shops in UK also. It's but they have made a mini version.
Oh.
So if you could just bring up the picture number 1, guys.
Yep.
So first, what caught my eye was that they have made it in my favorite color, blue.
Do you like blue?
A little bit.
Does that not look a lot like the old Aspire Triton?
Little bit with the concept of like the metal,
The cage.
wire cage thing, yeah.
That's quite Typhoon, that cage.
Right.
Because they've got another tank, rebuildable one that looks the GT4, is it?
GT4. It has
Yeah,
kind of like
looks
more like
same
a swirl.
same cutouts.
Hmm.
So, but bring up picture number 2.
Yep.
So it utilizes the same coils as Nautilus coils, but it's only 22 millimeter. Still 54 millimeter in height, and it has the 3 capacities of the TPD boring 2 milliliter, which is like with the acrylic glass. The guy I talked to, who showed me where to get it, he said he had glass in his, and he got it from some store.
Okay.
But if you had got one with the tanks or like the glass being glass, it is the 2.8 milliliter, and that's a decent capacity without having to go to the PSU tube section, which is the same type as this one. If you
Matt's not a fan.
What?
Yeah, Matt doesn't like it.
Matt's not a fan.
See, that was the only thing that put me off the GT was the fact it's massive for what a Nautilus tank is.
Yeah.
If it's smaller, that's kind of more attractive.
Yeah, and then if you don't like the swirl cage thingy, then you can use the PSU tube, which is, I think it's like 4 or 5 quid or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the variety of the Nautilus coils, as we all know, and some love, some hate. I at the moment, I think it's the best pre-built or like the stock coil because of the versatility.
Yeah.
0.4
Better than the Lazy King.
Yeah, because EUC coils aren't that good. I said the coils.
What? The EUC 0.5 is a banging.
Yeah, the Nautilus coil has been an industry-leading stock mouth-to-lung coil for 10 years. Easily.
I'm just saying for the variety of options you have within the Nautilus coil segment, there is a lot of options. So
I quite like the drip tip, to be fair.
Yeah, I've got another picture here of it as well, which is the airflow.
Yeah,
so it goes
just
tight.
Yeah, from 1 to, and I think it's actually the same. It's the same as the big one.
You need a reducer in the actual coil as well, though, for it to be proper toit.
Proper
Yeah.
tweet. Yeah.
Like the 1.8 coil or something like that.
Agreed, Matt.
So Dennis says, I thought I read somewhere the Aspire Sunbox Mix will be released either at the end of the week or in the weekend.
They've been really coy, but they've been really coy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of teasing a lot.
What did they say to me?
So that's it. Mine has already landed in Leicestershire.
What, your Mini?
Yes.
Ah.
With
Why
Mark,
less?
so
Oh, okay.
it's all about him getting that package with a lot of out to me.
I've been asking about the mix like every week for the past 3 weeks. The last thing I got was It won't be long. Marketing is being pushed live soon.
Yeah, but it looks like they're starting to throw it a bit more out there, or just upping the marketing pictures.
I like that you can adjust the bit on the side depending on the size of your tank.
Yeah. Hey Chandler, how you doing? Now get in the chat.
Oh, he's not
He
joining for
starts
another
out by
13 minutes.
joining the Twitch channel instead of joining the Zoom.
That's close. He's close. Anything else to
Yeah.
show us, mine?
Yeah, but I don't know if Chandler's coming in, if we should just wait just a fraction with that. No,
I don't
fuck
know.
it. Let's just get it over with. I found something that in some way I found hideous, and I also found it a bit interesting, especially from like the tank section. It's a new Kylan AOM from Vape. So they've also jumped on the AIO with the tank thingy inside. If you bring up picture 1, guys.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me a PNG, so it came up with no background.
Yeah, I know. It was on purpose.
That red one's spoony as fuck.
I don't like any of them.
No, well,
And why is my audio just died? Oh, I've just completely forgot. I haven't got me. Can you hear me?
You
can
sound
hear
like
you.
you're talking through a
I
potato.
can't hear you. Hang on.
so yeah, if you bring up picture number 2. So it's
Chandler's shirt matches the mods though.
it's in the same style as the Aspire Mulus.
Good shirt though, isn't it?
Wow.
Kaz, would you bring up pic 2?
Pick 2, yep. There we go.
So yeah,
Ooh,
18650.
coily clone.
What? Sorry.
Coily clone.
Yeah, the coil leg.
The leg thing.
Oh yeah. That comes with it. 10 centimeters in height. Nothing
Potato.
fancy about that. Just bring up the next picture.
Okie dokie.
Potato. I said potato.
Is your audio working yet, Chandler?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you sound
So-
terrible.
So this is
Okay.
for me the interesting part. They are using steel wires
Right.
as feeder when you're using the rebuildable section, which is on top, or as you see in the bottom of the picture, you can also use their pre-built like
Interesting.
coils.
So they're using
So
cable wicking.
They're using cable, and you get 5 cables in the pack. You can either use some mesh, or you can use a regular coil for the RBA section.
Ooh.
That's kind of what intrigued me when I saw it,
I
because
don't get the whole mesh thing. Every mesh Atty I've tried, like mesh coil, like that, rebuildable, has been just utterly shit.
They've not been good.
Yeah. I would not, but what I think is interesting is how well the steel wire parts works.
Well,
To
depends how much lead content you want in your vape.
Yeah, but some like it, from the what's it called, the Colorado tank? No, yeah, Colorado.
Chandler's got one, and the Brunhilde.
Yeah.
Brunhilde.
Hey, there we go. We can hear
Good
you.
tank.
We can hear
Really
it
good
again.
tank.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Did I?
If I
Anyone
plug
guys?
my microphone in, that helps.
No. Next
You know.
picture.
Just bring up picture 4.
So it's got all the features, and it's Type C.
It's Type C.
Oh yeah.
It's regulated.
Sorry, are we talking diabetes again?
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
So it's 18650. It's got an interesting tank, I would say. It's got USB-C. It's around 60-70 quid.
Ooh.
It's kind of
Tell you
maybe
what,
expensive
if you-
for a Vandivape product.
If you had some
Was
nice,
Vandy Vape?
if you had some nice doors made for it, that could actually be quite smart. To be fair.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. And if we're looking at Vandivape, like the past 3-4 years, they have had a lot of their products where they issued like doors. And if we just look at all the other .aio and the billet box sections and all that, suddenly people are going to start making doors. I don't know if that's what they're hoping or.
The thing is, there's 2 things that annoy me about this. Firstly, the USB-C port is on the inside, so to charge it, you have to take the panel off.
It looks cleaner.
But it does
Yeah,
look
but-
much cleaner.
And
Yeah,
you're
but
not
you
gonna
should
leave-
never be. You should never, ever, ever be charging an 18650 in the mod anyway.
No.
So the USB-C,
And you're not
great.
gonna-
The only reason for it is firmware updates.
And you're not going to do pass through with it because you
Yeah,
just
that
use
is-
another
It only
device.
was a reputable company.
But it's
I will
quite,
say,
I think it's quite safe
Vape-
to charge a single battery in a mod. If it's only one battery.
Safer to charge 2 batteries, less safe to charge 1.
Really?
So if you've got dual, because if you're charging
it
2
splits
batteries,
it.
the current is split between the batteries. So it's safer to charge a dual battery mod than it is a single battery.
So what you should do is
Only
get
if that
some
dual battery is
Kanthal.
parallel.
Yeah, you don't know how the charging system. If it as long as it charges both batteries up at the same time.
Yeah.
If it just charges one up and then the other, that's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, that's usually like the guideline. You say why you don't charge a dual battery because it will charge the batteries unequally.
Yeah.
But you have a point with the current.
A lot of the mods now have got balanced charging. They didn't used to, but they do now.
Yeah, and Dennis just said dual battery internal charging is dependent on how well it balances it. Yeah. The other thing I'd be worried about
Exactly.
is if it's Type C, is it charging it at 2 amps? In which case, that would scare me more.
Yeah, if you're putting 2 amps through to a single battery, no.
I charge
Not
it 2
not
amps.
sitting in a mod. You can do, yeah. My battery charger does 2 amps,
I charge all mine at 1.
but yeah,
I ain't got time to
2
wait.
amp.
2 amps done. 40 minutes.
Speaking of Vandy Vape, seeing as well, Dennis has a point. If only it was a reputable company, but they are reputable for making pretty cheap stuff that is decent.
Yeah.
But I just saw today that Tony B released some pictures of the Pulse.
Oh yeah, the Pulse
V2.
V2.
So he's apparently out of money and needs to make more money.
Yeah, that's what it is. He stopped being relevant, so now he needs to make a bit of cash.
But he does use Cloud9, so you can give him that.
Well, Tony B is a nice guy. I'm not saying that, but
Yeah, but Tony B is
Because
also the
Because
sort
he
of
uses
person.
Cloud9.
He's also the sort of person to hand over his blueprints without a contract in place. So that's on him.
yeah. Well, we won't get into that one. We could be here all night with that one.
How you doing,
That's,
Chandler?
that's pretty much
I'm all right.
No.
Chandler, what are you
Hello.
vaping on?
Me, guess. I've got a
Riviera.
mouth. I've got a mouth to lung setup, and I've got a squonking setup. So yeah,
Riviera.
yeah. But look what I've got it.
Oh, you got it already.
You got a top side.
I got a top side. Oh my god, this
Where
is
did you get
right.
that, Chandler?
I got this. Yeah, I got this off Hatters.
Oh.
25 quid off Hatters. You can't knock it at 25 quid, can you?
They are nice mods, but they're just ugly.
Yeah, they're
It's,
real.
it is ugly as hell. It's
But
a funny.
They are good. They are. I did have one.
It is the best squonker I've ever had. If I just want to, there you go. I just want to refill, undo that.
Okay,
There's the fill ports.
You're pushing me to having to send you an RSQ then soon.
Hey,
There you
I think I'm in the queue for the
Fill
RSQ,
ports.
aren't I?
Fill ports and bleh, bleh.
This is where he overfills it. It squidges everywhere.
I just have done. Yeah, basically, because I blurred it too
was
much.
revolutionary when it come out, but it's always been ugly as fuck.
I'd just be worried
What's-
about it dumping juice into the circuit board.
Well,
Why?
pretty
Circuit
safe.
board's over on this side. Squonk bottle's over on this side.
Matt says that almost seems wrong seeing that Athy on there.
Camera. It looks a little dinky on there. To be fair, there is a little bit of extra room on there, but it is a 21700.
You need a beauty
And-
ring.
Dennis has said his started leaking into the battery compartment after a few weeks. And Diddy asks, did you not fancy the SQ version?
I did fancy the SQ version, but the SQ version is 115 quid.
Right.
and this was 25. So I went, and there's a regulated board on the side. So I
Yeah, fair enough.
you know, it was a case of, yeah, do I go for it? I do fancy the SQ version though. That was the whole reason I got this.
Your
but yeah.
Vapor Mark is doing some, let's call it schoolwork.
Doing schoolwork. Oh,
He's
yeah.
opened a sweatshop in his bedroom.
He has a sweatshop, yeah. No, I think he's doing some work for his daughter's school. Yeah, some t-shirts.
Okay.
It was t-shirts. It was something like the kids' hands on each t-shirt with his printing business.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
in there I've
Eddie,
got
you are in the queue as well. Sorry, Ken.
no, it's all right. And yeah, in there I've got my homemade juice that I sent Kaz a sample of just to see what he thought.
Which I'm vaping on now, and it's bloody lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got it in my
Yeah,
Nibiru.
Oh, have you got it mouth to lung? Do you know, I really ought to
No.
make myself up some mouth to lung. No, you haven't got it mouth to lung.
I wanted direct lung with a bit of throat to it, so that's why I asked for a 6 milligram.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But you're direct lunging off your Nibiru?
Well, it's restricted direct lung, but it's definitely direct lung.
It's doing it. Wow, I'm impressed. I haven't tried that.
See, no problem. Yeah, just whack it on the most open airflow and have at.
What was your other setup?
My other set, I got the Nibiru on a. Where's the logo? I don't think it will focus on the logo. It's a GP Paps.
Ooh, what's that, V4?
V3. Yeah. Me and Mech Tubes.
It's a V3, I think.
It's got a button at the bottom and it push that thing and it makes vapor at the top.
Dennis said when I read out the flavor profile for your juice, Dennis did show interest in it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, basic.
You don't want to vape it
basically-
because it could be dangerous because he's mixing together hazardous materials that he's not used
goggles
or gloves while doing.
Have you done that piece of news that I saw?
Yeah.
Have you done that already? And I've missed that bit. All right. Okay.
But it did.
Is that why it was dangerous?
It did come wrapped in nice blue paper, and there was some love heart sweets in there as well. So,
They say be mine.
I don't know. I haven't opened them yet.
Yeah, I'd got some tissue paper left over from when I'd got a delivery from someone else.
So Diddy, the profile is kiwi.
Yep.
Strawberry, apple, mint, and cucumber, but it's mostly kiwi, cucumber, and mint. It's just a hint of apple and a hint of strawberry. Yeah, lots of fruit with mint. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Dennis.
Lots of fruit with some mint. It's mainly it's called Kiwi Blend.
I've got my. Oh, you got a Nibiru then, Kev?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev's got a Nibiru.
A Nibiru on his mono
The
SQ.
one from last Tuesday. Apparently, I remember the guy's name.
Sam?
Yeah, he was just in it for the fun of the picture. So
Oh.
he passed, and so Kevin was very eager to get it. So
Awesome.
Oh, awesome! Congratulations, Kev. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is good. So yeah, I've got it on the next to one hole on bottom, and I've put my the domed asteroid in it that Kaz sent me. It arrived in the post this morning. Yeah, this morning. Yeah. So I just whipped it out.
The domed one is good.
Because I did it, I did it like this. I basically just went, pop the asteroid out, pop the new one in.
You're brave doing it that way up.
Oh yeah. I can't get back on again now.
If you hold it straight, it doesn't go out like that.
I've not had it leak on. I take it off, put it on one side.
How do you guys pop
leave
it out?
Right way up.
Excuse me?
How do you guys pop the asteroid out?
Oh, the asteroid.
Screwdriver.
Poke it with a screwdriver. It can be a bit fiddly. It took me a
Okay.
while to get it out, and I very nearly tipped it on its side. It wasn't as straightforward to do while it was still loaded with juice.
Ah, fair enough.
But I didn't spill any, and because I did it while it was half full of juice, I noticed the flavour change.
Sorry, Diddy, you missed the comp. But there's another list going up tomorrow.
Not known as
For
only as well.
downloads only. So get over to the group, Diddy, if you aren't already.
He doesn't have Facebook.
Oh man.
Someone might have to enter the list for him.
You can't. You're an owner.
Yeah, but can I enter it as him?
Just make a Facebook profile, win the thing, and delete her again.
Yeah. I found the dome better than the spiral. Yeah, I actually quite liked the stepped, the sort of pyramid-y style stepped one. I thought that was good.
I got the cone one in. I'd swapped it out. I started off with the stepped one, swapped it out for the cone, and then when the dome arrived, I swapped it over, and I prefer the dome to the cone.
Right.
What
This is I've got shaky apple in here, so it's a bit of a tobacco-y.
what reasons if you should compare them, like for flavor? What is?
I haven't tried enough different flavors with all the different asteroids yet to be able to tell you for sure. But the stepped one, I've tried the coned one and the stepped one with the honey roast tobacco, and the stepped one's definitely richer flavor. Whereas the other one you get, it's just, I don't know, it's smoother, but it's not as rich. But I've genuinely not tried that many different flavors in it yet.
It's a little bit of a gimmick, I think, because all three of them are good. So I would be quite happy with all three of them. It's nice to be able to swap them round, and go, oh yeah, this one's better than the other one. But it is a little bit of a gimmick, really, because they're all. I could vape quite merrily on any of them.
I'm guessing Martin likes the cone one.
No, I have the stepped one.
That just went over everyone.
I haven't tried it without anything in it. I wonder if that makes a difference. Just take it out completely and just have note in it.
Turbulent as fuck.
Yeah, that's what mine said. It was turbulent as fuck. But yeah, you got just the chamber's just too big then.
Actually, now I think of it, this has got the same thing. But they're not called asteroids. Oh, I don't want to. If I manual focus it, it's going to zoom in again.
The
I
gentleman.
don't know why they're called asteroids, to be fair, but
Because it's the Nibiru. It's like a cataclysm or whatever it is, isn't it?
I'm kind of going as if I know what you know, because it's the Nibiru. Ah, yay.
So
no.
Dennis has said
Cataclysm. Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Dennis has said it's too tight for him for restricted direct lung. Honestly, I don't. I think it's quite an open restricted direct lung at the largest hole.
All right, Okay, I've got my mouth to lung juice in it.
I have to really shut it down before I get a mouth to lung out of it.
Yeah.
That is a tight. It might help if I change the drip tip out for something a bit more open.
I mean, it's not exactly going to be RDA open, but it is open for what is
So
a
that
single core
is-
mouth to lung tank.
Yeah,
That
1.8
tanks,
Dennis.
that tanks the Millennium, but rather than having discs, it's got different chambers
Right.
with the same thing on the inside.
With it open
picture in
right
chat.
up.
Cool.
That is a tight. That is definitely restricted direct lung. That is not a loose.
No.
Yeah.
Let me just grab that up. 2 seconds.
Yeah. Definitely restricted. But yeah, I could get used to it if I can turn it back to how it's supposed to be now.
So this is the Millennium then.
So you see the shape of the chambers is different. On the inside, it's like cone,
Oh yeah.
rounded, and then the middle one's like a steps as well.
Oh, I see. So it's actually the full internal of the
You
tank.
change the chimney out rather than a disc.
Ah.
Any of you got?
Yeah, I
both
mean, it's a
the
good
Avatar
tank. It's ugly
and the-
though.
Yeah. Any of you got both the Avatar and the Nibiru? No, I don't.
No. The only one who would have the Avatar would be Martin, but he's...
A lot of people are selling their avatars now.
Hmm?
Or a lot of people are selling their avatars now. You see them pop up here and there. So maybe not as good as the hype was.
Possibly.
Dennis, you got an Avatar, haven't you?
Who?
I think. Dennis.
Alright.
DNNS84.
Yeah, Dennis has an avatar.
Yeah.
definitely it's tighter than the Avatar. Well, the Avatar can be tight as well, but most open compared to Nibiru, the Avatar will be more open.
Hey Shay, how we doing?
Hi, Sean.
So I found I had to run a full tank of juice through mine before I started getting flavour, what seemed strange. Ah.
What, on the Nibiru or the Avatar?
Nibiru.
I mean, I found mine took a bit of bedding in, but that's probably just my cotton more than the tank.
First time I used it, like Mark said, I had the same issue as Mark. It just pissed juice everywhere. It needed something. It was really loose. It came undone very easily. It just needed using for a day before it went
Bedding in.
And this is how I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, mine doesn't open itself up anymore, which is quite nice. I don't feel uncomfortable taking it out.
No, I got no issue. I did when I was gonna take it out. I went to the shops the first day after I went to the supermarket, and it stayed at home because I just didn't trust it. I knew it would come undone in my pocket.
Yeah.
But this has been my mouth to lung tank ever since. I've never vaped so much mouth to lung. I actually get up. I usually have a bit of mouth to lung in the morning when I wake up, and then move on to direct lung for the rest of the day. But yeah, I've been getting up in the morning, mouth to lunging, and completely forgetting to go to my direct lung setup.
Are you abandoning the Riviera?
No, it's why I bought the top side, because I got the top side and it was like, and now we're back to the squonking.
Alex is our man of mystery tonight. That's why he has such a gloomy atmosphere.
It's not gloomy. It's atmospheric.
Yeah, absolutely.
With the green lighting. Turquoise, sorry.
Sorry, I said green and I was corrected, so that's...
The angles really annoy me, though, that it's like...
When you do that, it makes you look like you're in a really small room.
It looks like you're in one of those rooms that are visually distorted for optical illusions.
I'm using Cloud9 cotton. Don't normally get bedding in time. We'll have to see if it's the same on next rewick and if I manage to build it in wick with no issues. I mean, obviously,
it won't be the cotton.
Try the different. No, I'm not going to ban you, Diddy. Don't worry. Try the different asteroids. Maybe it's just that asteroid is not your preference. They do make a difference. But also drop the coil. If you're not getting a huge amount of flavor, drop the coil really low. That makes a difference. Oh, Chandler did it.
And Augie removed it.
There we go. Yeah, if you're going to silence him, you have to remove the silence.
To be fair, we did forget to silence him.
I did it earlier.
Yeah, but in the start of the show, we forgot to silence him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah.
So now he just has to pay double or triple.
Right. I think it's time for Vape, Sell, and Bin. Now, because I'm hosting it today and I don't have the poll module that Mark has, we can still do a poll, but it's actually going to appear in your chat. And this one, you open the poll and you click your vote, and it's not a 1, 2, 3 where you type in 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. You just click it and it comes up, and then we run it. So it's going to take me a little bit longer because I have to type it out each time. But we can still do the poll. It just won't appear on the screen.
Does this go? This goes into the chat.
Yeah.
Over there.
You'll see it in You'll see it in Twitch chat.
Over there.
That way.
So.
That way.
Yeah, that way.
That way.
Right.
That way. That way.
And no, not we. Alex has found some very quirky items, I must say. And I'm hoping you can kind of explain what they are.
I don't know. Just went on Google Images, mate.
All right. So, should we do the first one? I don't know what any of these are. I just have the images, so I'll turn them on. You guys explain them. So this is the first one.
Don't ask me who makes it or what it's called.
That must be a dendro or similar. It has the curves of a dendro.
It's Juma.
Hasn't he done Juma ever?
Looks like a dolphin.
Let me look at my
Looks like
history
doesn't
and
look
see.
like an armor, but it does look like an engine. No, dendro engine.
It looks a bit like a lizard face.
It's a bit dragon-esque, isn't it?
Mm.
Very fishy.
That's how most Yuma is, dragon-esque or snake-esque. Unless you go for the full black or the full white.
Right. So
Diddy just says it looks like a dragon. I said that. I said that.
let's start the poll. So the poll's going to appear in your chat, and you just click the drop down and then choose which one you want.
Oh,
and it's going to run.
current poll. Hey, that's clever.
Yeah. So I can't do it on screen, unfortunately, but this is built into Twitch. So
Oh,
there we go. It's
Yeah,
going to
I
run for
know
2 minutes.
There you go.
I quite like that.
No,
we
David,
can't see who's putting the because when it's on the screen and you do 1, 2, 3, you can see who's doing what.
Did you can't just type the number in. You have to click on the poll in chat. Oh my god. I know he's
Come on,
doing
Diddy,
it to be
get with it.
difficult as well.
Yeah.
David, Chandler didn't congratulate me, but I did beat Mark, so
Did you win the quiz on Friday?
He fucking did.
1 point.
Oh,
Who did, Martin?
Yeah.
well done, Martin.
No, the rain has been broken.
How much did you pay?
I
How much did you pay
believe that-
Lindsay?
Mark has won all quizzes except for the ones he's hosted. There was one he was equal with Kaz.
Yeah, well, I won. I think the first 3 or 4.
Yeah, no. Kaz did win it. Kaz was winning the first few. It was Kaz that we were like, yeah, Kaz is winning
But since
again.
then, it's pretty much been Mark.
Since then, it was Mark that's gone boom, 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 boom.
So,
So, where's the
It was
bloody
actually-
up a bit, Mark? It's at the top. It says current poll
not Mal.
with a drop down arrow. Did I say Matt? What did I say?
Mark.
Mark. All right, sorry.
Yeah, so there's a drop
Sorry,
down
Matt.
poll that says current poll, and then you click on that, and there's your vote. So you've got about 15, 20 seconds left.
Oh, don't forget when you click the button, because I've just done it. Click the button. You have to click the vote button underneath, otherwise it doesn't register.
You had to refresh, so it's gone. It should still be there.
We'll just count you as vaping it.
No, he
Yeah.
said get in the bin, didn't he?
Oh, so get in the bin.
Yeah. Well, at the moment,
Yeah, he
it
did.
doesn't matter what he votes because it looks like vaping it is won. Yeah, vape has won the
Oh,
poll.
a little trophy that moves.
Yeah, got a little
Oh,
trophy.
that's impressive.
It's a shame it doesn't come up on the screen, but we need to know the Twitch login for it, and Mark's
don't.
lost the password, so there we go. That's
thank
the
God
thing.
for
He's
Google
lost
being
the
able to
password.
store the
Matt,
Oh,
Matt,
excellent.
if that's going in the bin, you're gonna love the next ones.
Right, so here is the next one. What is it? And tell us more about it.
Oh, it's the Dove Poet Odin Dual 21700.
Oh, right. That's it. Get the poll up. I know what I want to do with that one.
Right. Dovpo do not make pretty mods, do they?
Well,
I like it.
I just don't like the multicolored screen. That's always ruined
Yeah.
the mod for me.
But you
Do-
can
do-
change
do
the
Dove-
screen.
I
Dude,
mean,
don't
I could
make
do with
pretty
an
mods.
extra fiver, so I just sell it.
I mean, just look at the that. No, yeah, that's not pretty. Then you've got the whatever the Basium.
which I haven't got to hand. It's in the other room.
Thank
Mark's
God.
stealing my vote. What do you mean you're stealing my vote? I get to
Ooh,
steal
vape
my
sell
vote.
bin.
What this?
I know what I do with that.
Mark, you closed your sweatshop up for the night yet?
Limited edition yellow Basium.
Ugh. Yellow.
Oh,
and
is that
Bastion.
is that Mark that's just appeared in the chat?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's fucking
he's stealing
massive.
Kaz's votes. Get in the bin. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh, don't. It's horrible. Who puts a square 510 on minging? Nah.
It's not square.
Come on, it reminds me of the
It's a rhombus or
roulette.
something.
Who did the rouleau with tofu? No.
Wismec.
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 There you go.
I'm into Wismec.
Oh
They've
god,
been
that
around for a while.
was. Yeah. I haven't seen much from Wismec.
Too much machinery going, too much noise. Oh. Oh, I see.
Machinery. Ah, he's got the sweatshop going. It's the kids in the background. That's
Yeah.
what we can hear.
And the whips.
Yeah.
And chains.
Yep,
what?
yep, yeah. It's the screaming as they get caught in the machinery.
Are these
Can't
poles
have any
longer
of that.
than the usual poles?
Seems like
These are 2 minutes. I don't know how long Mark runs them for.
they are 2 minutes normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I voted. No, it's fine. I completely forgot whether I pushed the vote button.
Bin
Bin? What? Oh.
You at least sell it because
No.
I think they're about 100 quid new.
That's why
Are
I
they?
was done it. I can use
DNA
mine, maybe a 10.
DNA 250C there.
Mm.
Decent board.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, DNA 250. And you never get a cheap DNA, do you?
No. It's just
What's
the
the
name you
boards
buy.
are- the boards are
Mm.
60 quid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, before you even start on anything else.
Exactly.
Right. So, numero 3. What have we got?
Numero 3. I
numero
like it.
3. I didn't make this one the right size. Give me a second. There we go. It's a pipe.
Is
So
it
for
only
some-
the pipe or is it the entire setup, Alex?
Or is it
I
the
think
sink?
I think it's just the pipe, but for context, these are being sold on eBay for like 30 quid.
Really?
I vape the sink.
I can't remember what it's called. Let me have a look.
They're 18 350 jobbies, aren't they? What gets me is you have to put your thumb in the bowl. That always puts me off with an e-pipe when the button's the bowl. Because the last thing you do with a pipe is the only
Bowl
time
is
you
up
put your
now.
thumb in the bowl is when you're filling it up with baccy.
Yeah, I haven't found one that's good, and they never look good with that tank on because the tank's never the same diameter as the pipe bit itself, and it just doesn't look good.
Oh,
Well,
a lot of
16.
pipes. A lot of pipes that where it fits the tank. It goes straight onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are
And I'm-
also pricey.
I'm not getting on with 18. I'm going to have to buy some new 18350 batteries, I think, because all I can think of is that my batteries are shit.
I think we had this conversation before. There was a particular type of battery that you had, and a particular type of battery that I think it was Lloyd was suggesting.
It's the I
Oh,
got the
I've
Vape
got a-
cell, I'm sure it was,
It's
but
called
anyway.
It's called the Camry K1000 Plus,
From Iser.
God, that's years old.
and it does have the tank with it, but they're like 30 quid on eBay.
Nice.
That has been out at least 5, if not 6 years.
Oh yeah, easily.
It's well old.
Makes a
Well,
good hammer. Just why? 18350 equals bin and tank not matching, and the 510 bin. Agreed.
What's wrong with 18350?
You have 4 puffs and it's done.
No, you just got
Oh
build
no,
properly.
the battery you can build to it, but with my 18350s, I've always had to build it a little bit higher to get the hit off it.
Hmm.
That's why I've gone back to the. That's why I've gone back to the Paps 18350 and 18650 rather. And yeah,
One
it's like a
Slogstar
horse.
sale pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was. It's almost over. So if you get your votes in now, you got about
Oh.
5, 4,
click the vote button.
3,
I forgot to click the vote
2,
button.
1, and it's out. So bin wins again. That's 3 bin in a row. No,
No,
we had
the
a
first
vape,
one was
then
vape.
vape, then 2
A
bins.
vape and 2 bins.
Vape and 2 bins. Right.
Vape and 2 bins. Wow.
4. This is the penultimate one.
You
which
suddenly
is-
went all Norfolk there. Did you
The
notice?
next two are
Maybe.
awful. So we know what Chandler's going for.
Ooh, what the?
It's awful. Wait, I'm going to
Sorry,
get the
did you
poll
say?
up.
Did you just say awesome?
Awful.
Look at that.
It looks to be passed through as well.
The only thing being, what is it? Lightsaber. The last thing you really want to do with a lightsaber is point it towards your face, because
Yeah.
that could get messy.
See, is that someone charging it up, or is that it runs off mains?
I think it's a pass through. I think.
Right. I'd vape
It
it
doesn't-
because it's weird.
Me, I like
I-
bonkers stuff.
I don't think the tank on top does it any justice, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you want like a 40mm tank on there
Yeah, one that
You-
fills up the gap.
with
you
with,
want that
like,
massive steam crate
extensions.
jobby to go on the top, don't you?
one that you can like stack with more and more sections, so it gets to like
So it's really
50mm.
The pagoda.
Oh, could you imagine that if I bought another 10 of the extension pieces? It would be like up here somewhere. It would be proper.
Matt
You
says
have to
I
make
vape
that-
it because it's so weird. Yeah, don't forget to vote. I almost forgot to vote.
Oh, and don't forget that you would, when you've got that, you'd be holding it. You would be sat there going.
You're just doing it, flicking juice everywhere.
Yeah, flicking your juice. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you just can't help yourself. Stick a lightsaber in someone's hand and you start making stupid noises.
I guess they use the smaller tank because the light's on top. Yeah, fair enough.
Apparently,
you
there
saved
was
the best one till last.
Oh,
apparently there was an interview
Yeah.
with Ewan McGregor. When they were filming Star Wars, they had to stop filming because they'd be doing the lightsaber scene, and they would just be going vroom, vroom, as they were making the silly noises as they did it, and they would get told off because they don't have to. They do that post production.
Oh, I thought they were all live sound effects.
You do, don't you? Lightsaber, you've got to make the noise. Oh, you'd bin it. Oh man.
yeah. So Bin wins again. Right, the final one. What have we got?
That is the most quirky.
Fuck is this shit?
No,
Right.
this is the most. What the hell is that?
All right. Let me set up the poll for this.
What?
It's got a retractable tip as well.
What, at the top or in the
What?
middle? Because I don't want to know where the retractable tip's coming from.
No, the drip tip goes down.
No, are you sure it does? I just think that's the Chinglish. Drip tip can be taken down. I think that just means you just take
No,
it
no,
out.
no, look at the picture in the top left. It literally just pushes in. Yeah, but how the hell do you get it back out again?
He presses the button on its foot. I don't know.
What?
No, I think literally you just
That's
it's
spring-loaded.
in a normal 510, and I think that's just the translation. It can be taken down, taken out when you're not vaping.
Diddy wins comment of the week. Bear clouds, bro.
Awesome, dude.
It's good. I think it appeals to a mass market as well because it's easy to operate for both beginner and veteran vapors.
Oh, is it?
Dennis says Chandler will be on eBay afterwards looking for this.
Oh, don't ban
my
Diddy.
God.
Oh no. Okay.
What?
What I don't get is where is like,
Oh my lord, Oggy's banned him. Oh dear.
do you put, is there a tank in there? Do you? I don't know. What do you do? Do
Is
you
it a
drip?
pod
do you,
system?
do you drip down the top?
It's a pot system.
Do you just squeeze it into the bear's mouth and it fills it up?
Yeah.
Actually, there's a
It's
line
all
across.
liquid into
Hang
the
on.
bear's ass or something.
No, look, if you look, there's a line just below the neck, so maybe the head comes off or twists or something.
Oh yeah. What if you could put any tank inside it? That'd be interesting.
But why are you going to walk around holding a bear?
I love that it does 100 watts.
Because then you can say, wait a minute, bear with me.
Oh my. No, I've still got bear clouds going through my head. It really is bear clouds, that, isn't it?
Bear clouds.
That is just mental.
Right. How's
Hang
it
on,
doing?
I've just realised I'm just ogling about how bonkers it is, and I've not voted.
All right, there it goes. I'm gonna take that BS off the screen. Okay, so a couple of seconds, and
So it's not bullshit. Then it's bear shit.
it's bear shit.
Bear shit.
Bin wins again.
It's
Excellent.
it's barely a mod.
Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, that
Bear
one
cloud.
rightly justified binning it.
Yeah.
I want to know who voted for selling it because I mean it's got to be hard enough for whoever tries to sell it in the. You did.
I did. It's a $5, you know. At least
Seriously? You're gonna sell it?
some
Who's gonna
collectible
buy
ones.
that?
Look,
You know how many people have so many shelf queens just
Yeah,
on
that's
their
not a shelf queen. That's a glorified bit of plastic on your shelf.
yeah.
Who says it's
If it was
bad?
made of brass, that'd
look.
be good.
My nan has got stuff that looks like that on her shelf,
Exactly. You just
It's
have to
been- and
aim it
ju-
at the
and
right
it's-
segment, you know.
and it's probably just as good to vape on as that is.
Vape says these jokes are unbearable. Sorry, that was bad. Right, there's another. I've got another thing here, which apparently is going to be belonging to Alex at some point.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I joined the list. I don't know if I've got one yet.
Oh, they haven't done the render yet.
I don't know what you're going to ask me to talk about. I literally know nothing about it. I've just seen a picture of it and thought, I want that.
Let's
What is
VSP
it, an
it.
Atty?
It is just beautiful. Don't even know what it's called. It's by
called
Monarchy.
The J3S by Monarchy. It's definitely mouth-to-long tank. It's defined as a mouth-to-long tank. They are 190 euro.
Wow.
And
If you want extra drip tips, you've got to chop off your arm and submit that.
But that's because
Sacrifice.
they're smart. They only sell things in sets.
Holy shit! I've just been sent something you guys have to see.
And the thing about this, they have said
That's it,
they're
then.
only going to be making 100, and that's it. No second batch, no nothing.
All right, 2 seconds.
100. They're making 100 of them.
Only 100.
And
Yeah,
that's
I've
it.
seen it.
They're not doing any more. What's the
That's what
what's
they've
the
said.
point?
Keeping
Hey,
it
bro.
limited.
Hype, bro. Until they release the second batch in a year's time for double the price.
Right, so our mod Oggy has just sent me this image, which is just perfect. Right.
Is it a bear?
Oh no, it's better than a bear.
Where are you putting it? On the group chat or on the actual Twitch
I'm gonna
stream?
put it on the Twitch stream.
Okay.
Okay.
Bam.
Oh, look, they got another one.
Oh no. What the hell? Wolverine. Yeah, like that looks like Wolverine.
7 to 30 watts. Resistance is 0.2 to 3.3, which is obviously what it can take. And it takes an 18650. Should you put it on its butt or something?
It still doesn't explain where the hell the tank goes in or the tank section.
I know.
Wow. That is just mental.
That's brilliant. Cheers for that, Oggy. That's amazing.
Yeah, no.
Let's find some information on Komai.
7 to 30 watts. Whoa.
Whoa, calm down. Right, so yeah, that's a thing. I'm not even going to do a poll.
basically-
One that looks like an old tape, like a cassette tape.
Basically,
With that
they've
as well,
shoved an
so
old.
it looks like you're kissing it.
Yeah, I want the whole collection. They do an eagle as well. Can you imagine? Bear, wolf, eagle, dragon.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
Obviously, the drip tip's going to be the horn.
So apparently, for your monarchy, everyone would sell it,
Oh.
but nobody
Is that
voted,
it?
so it was only 3 people would sell it.
Oh, was
Oh,
it? A
I didn't even realise it was a vote.
I just
I
stuck it
even
in
Do
there
it
to
again.
see what.
Do it again.
Oh,
I
okay.
even missed the poll.
You guys are just not on the ball.
Yeah, no, not with it.
Well,
That's
only
too
three
easy.
No,
Look at the
people.
no
wolf.
one noticed
You
the
just-
poll.
You put the poll up and they went, oh, look at this image. Ignore the poll. Look at the image.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just didn't mention the poll whatsoever, so no one noticed.
All right, there we go. There we go. So this is for that monarchy, which I'll bang up again. There we go.
Actually, I put vape, but I'm not going to vape it. I'm just going to look at it because it's so pretty.
I'm just gonna look at it.
The
my
fuck
God.
is? I'm doing it again.
What are you doing now?
That can't be real, Oggy. There's no way that's real.
What is it?
Oh,
Photoshop jobby.
it might. It's got to be a piss take. I'll pop it up.
Is it? I was going to say, is it appropriate to put on a Twitch feed?
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong about this in a roundabout way.
Okay.
Right. So 2 seconds. There's no way this is real. I'm sorry. It's just not a chance. Right. All right. Let me get rid of the
Dare I
monarchy.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Hey.
Dimmy Greek Enterprises. Someone look that up and see if it's real. There's
It's
no.
They've put 259.99. Does not include batteries, tank, or drip tip. They can't be real.
It can't be real. There's no way that's real. All right. Enough of that.
And it's the version 2.3.
What did the first one look like?
Talk about having vape shit.
That's it. Right, Chandler. You got
Hello.
some bits for us, haven't you?
Oh, hi.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
We're doing call of the week first.
Go on, because this one's freaky as.
All right, so I've got this one first. Is this the one you're thinking of?
No, that'll do. That'll do. Look at that is I don't know
Spit
what
back
it
for
is.
days.
It's aye. It is bonkers.
And
It's twisted. Oh yeah, and the
pole
vape pole
set.
came in as
sell
The
again.
only thing I don't like is the pube that's caught in the right-hand side of it.
oh god, yeah, look at that.
A little bit of thread of something.
Oh, it's disgraceful. It is very clever because you've got normal Claptons that are wrapped with flat wire that's twisted, and that is then all wrapped in a staggered fused Clapton.
So what's the call called?
I have no idea.
We'll just
It's-
leave it spit back for days.
It's
Spit back for
just
days.
go for that. That is so not going to vape, but somebody spent a ridiculous amount of time making it.
So we got the second coil of the week, which is this one, and the rest of them, Chandler, are going to come up as random because I didn't name them anything proper. So
Well, that's
Oh,
terrifying.
okay. So that's gonna be fun because 3 of them are linked together.
no, good.
I think. Okay. There you go. Look at that. The Medusa.
Oh, I like that.
I have no idea whether that's what it's called or not, but basically you've got some kind
Barbed
of
wire
alien.
Enigma Inception.
Oh, is that what it's called?
And yes, it hurt me a few times.
Oh, that is crazy. But again, you can't get the top cap on
No.
because all the barbed wire stuff sticks out of the top cap.
Looks like he shredded the O-rings on it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Who hasn't got an RDA with O-rings that look like that?
Yeah,
Me?
to be fair.
Yeah, come on.
Everyone owns an
lying
RDA
toad.
with shredded O-rings.
You will
Well, you
have an
change 'em, bro.
RDA. You will have an RDA in your drawer that's got O-rings that look like that.
Look, when
that
your O-ring's
for
worn
RDAs
out,
as
you got
well.
to change it.
You got to remember that Alex has been vaping about 6 weeks, so you know.
3 years in October. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
3
And
years.
that's my third attempt of not smoking.
Okay.
All right, so the next one I've got is this
I
one,
had
which
a,
is
I had a Kangatech sub tank.
Oh yeah, Kangatech sub-tank. Oh, what do we think to this?
I
This is
like it,
the-
but the print quality is absolutely gash.
It's the Monarch.
Monarch.
The Monarch, the Stabwood Monarchs that they make. This is from Aspen Mods. I've shown these before because I do like them. Dual parallel, very clicky. Lovely to-
2700 as well.
Chandler, is that
yeah.
parallel? Can
Yeah.
you tell Mark that it's
Parallel.
a parallel?
Yeah,
Parallel.
yeah.
Not a
It's
series?
mech parallel, very expensive for the Stabwood jobs, but they look lovely. And the
They're
button's
handmade,
just
though,
so
aren't they?
clicky. Yeah.
Not machine made. Obviously, the
No.
3D printed ones are, but
Yeah, so they've made these 3D printed ones, and the top bit was a metal, either copper, silver. They did some black ones, and they've now started making the whole thing out of 3D printed.
they need a
Um,
better
but you-
printer.
But you can buy the different colors, so you could have a green one with a black top, or a grey top, or a
How much are
purple
they?
top.
So when are we?
Right, I've been on the website. It's $60 for the base. It's $20 for the top.
what? Right.
You've then got to buy the button, and I'm not sure.
Wait, they're selling the
with a-
buttons separately.
Yeah. Well, they're selling the whole thing separately. You buy the base for $60. The top cap with the 510 on is $20, and then you've got your button that you buy separately. But I'm not sure whether the base has got the contacts in or not. I couldn't
It should,
tell.
it should come as a whole unit, and you get to choose the colours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's how
you
it
shouldn't have
well,
to build it yourself.
You buy the base and the top, so you can choose your different colours. So you buy one and the other.
Right.
The print
I'm
is really bad,
assuming-
though. For
yeah.
a retail product,
Right,
that's poor.
Zooming in on the one that I looked at zoomed in looked a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna zoom in now.
How zoomed in can we go?
Pretty zoomed in. It's a pretty good picture. Yeah, it's not great.
It's not.
Why does
Yeah, it's not-
expensive stuff look cheap, says Diddy. Agreed, there is some expensive stuff that looks real cheap. But yeah. Oh, God. That's not what I expected to see when I turned that off.
I'm just trying to look at the print better.
Okay,
Well, by
very
looking
good.
into your camera. Yeah, that's how it works. And it doesn't matter if there's print line visible. You just have to finish it properly. Like, it's not that hard. Right. Numero dos is this thing.
What's this thing?
This thing is Grimm's post.
Oh, look at that on the top.
What is that?
The Aromarizer Plus V2.
Okay, I'm buying one.
I know, so am I. Look at the size. Now, right, get this. It's an RDTA. I don't know how that works because the coil, all the airflow and the coils and everything are on the bottom. So how does that work?
Chandler?
Bottom airflow.
I do want one. Now that with the
No, I mean
if you
seriously,
buy
do you want one? Because I'm
you
going
have
to
to-
buy one.
what they're about 60 quid, aren't they? You want to
Oh,
go for the advanced kit because the advanced kit comes with an extension for the top which takes it up to a 16 mil capacity.
Oh, it's got a series deck, a single coil deck, and a velocity style deck, and a posters deck and a mesh deck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just pick one. Oh, my God.
8 mil
It's
metal
nuts.
extension. Oh, I'm
With
sorry,
the
get one.
extension-
Who wants one? And in chat,
With the
who wants one?
extension, it
Do a
goes
group
up to
buy.
16 gig.
16 gig?
16 gig.
Yeah, that's how it
So
works.
what I've been doing all day. 16 mil in a tank. I mean, it's a 30 mil diameter.
Who's selling them?
So yeah, I've seen them. I think ESIG one have got them.
No, I mean, they're wholesalers.
You're looking at the wholesale. If you're getting it from
It's a shame the mod's so ugly.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want one?
Ooh, you have to tell me how much it is first.
Cheaper than retail.
Really?
There you go. You do surprise me with that one.
All right. Next up on the chopping block
Hmm.
is this bad boy. And I'm talking about Sam, not the mod.
Yeah. Now the reason I put Sam up was because this was where I first saw the mod. It is a collaboration between Smock and Offref.
But doesn't Smog own offer? Isn't like a
Arafraf?
sub-brand?
I don't know. Do they?
I think
Did
it's one of their
Smock buy them
sub-brands.
out, or did they own them in the first place?
I think they did, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't
I
know.
think it's like a sub-brand of them. But
Okay, I assumed Offrof was
Apparently
a.
it's Watofu that own OFRF.
I think
Oh, it's
they're like
Tofu.
a subsidiary.
Same
Okay.
company. Ah. Cool. And that brings me on to
but there you
this
go.
picture, which is a closer upper version.
A closer upper river. Yeah. So
Oh, this is the pod version of it. Or was it always a pod?
no, it's the same thing.
Oh.
It's the same thing. It's the other side.
Oh. I like where the button is.
So yeah, in the middle of the O for the Offref.
Oh, fruff.
Yeah, basically it's a mesh pod. So it's got a mesh coil in it basically. But it looks quite cute, doesn't it?
Don't hate that.
I know. That's what I
It
thought.
reminds me of the Coco.
Yeah, it's gonna be a direct lungy pod system, that isn't it? But
I think you sent me the same photo twice at one point, Chandler. So we'll have to check. But
did I?
yeah, this one I think you sent me twice. But I like that sort of mesh effect going on it.
Yeah, obviously they're they're plugging the mesh, the fact that it's mesh coils.
It's a bit busy though.
They've not gone for subtle, have they?
No, Diddy says the gear,
No.
the OFRF gear was a great tank. The
It
tiny
was,
little
but the 2 mil was just you'd vape it 5 tons and then you'd have to refill it.
It is a bit dinky. Now you can get an extension tank for it from Inkdati, that takes it up to a whopping great big 8 mil.
Wow.
What? The gear?
Yep.
That must be the bubble glass to end all bubble glasses, isn't it?
It ain't bubble glass. It's got it has a stainless ring that comes out, and then glass, and then another ring at the bottom. So it makes it about that wide.
So it is a bubble glass.
It is a bubble glass, but the glass in it's straight.
That's disgusting. That's got. I'm gonna
It looks-
break that so fast.
It's nuts. But yeah, I was very tempted to get one, but because I think they come from the States. I can't remember if it's States or Australia. I have to check. But yeah, it was going to cost me. It was going to cost me more than I paid for the Atty to get the extension.
Oh.
So I thought, nah.
And is this the same image? I think it is exactly the same image. Yeah.
It possibly is exactly the same image.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry, did I send you the same one twice?
That's fine. No worries. So yeah.
But
We'll let you off.
there you go. So an interesting. I thought that was quite interesting from Smock. It didn't automatically jump out as a, "Ooh, look at me, I'm Smock." It looks slightly different.
That's been the idea with offer off from the start.
Yeah, off. Yeah, OFRF.
I guess-
They've got
guess-
a slight coolness to them, haven't they? That
I guess they're
Whereas
just using
Smock's-
Smock's manufacturing ability, aren't they? Which is not the
Yeah.
company I would have gone for quality.
They've made some good
Smock
products.
Smock are really swings and roundabouts. I mean, I've got my X Cube Mini that is just banging away.
Yeah.
It's the first 18650 proper 18650 I got. My Smock Species is still going strong. I know Mark broke his, but I haven't dropped mine.
Yeah, because you guys got those for like 15 quid, didn't you?
It was it was a vapor round thing. Buy it for ridiculously cheap, and then they were just
I
selling
mean,
them
like
cheap.
things like the Smock Nord are brilliant, but then they ruined it with the Alien. Like,
Smock are very good at producing a shitload of stuff. So
Yeah, but-
unsurprisingly, they've got some good stuff in there, but they also throw out shit stuff as well.
How many people stopped smoking because of the alien?
Mm-hmm.
A
And
lot of
argue
people.
about the alien.
Yeah.
oh, you can't argue about the sales on it and the amount of people that used it, but it was the fact that after their first batch, when they came out with their sort of like 6 months down the road, they were coming out with second and third batches, and they just died for like no reason at all. They were just trying to ship out like 35 colours of it, or however many stupid colours they had, and they were just, the quality testing was just down
I
the
think it
pan.
came
The
in
worst
subcolors.
one's the one with the like skull and the hat on it.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Well, the
Who
drip tip.
who bought that and thought this looks good?
No, the whole mod had a skull and a top hat like built into the side of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did I
find
miss
a,
that one?
Find a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt, I agree with you. Smock stuff is all shite to a degree, but you cannot deny the amount of people that have given up smoking because of Smock.
Smog is shite because there are so many other better alternatives now, but you can't argue that they
Yeah.
revolutionized the.
I mean, it was Smock and Kangatech at the end of the day. Those were the companies. If you wanted a good tank, you went to Aspire. That's how it
don't
was.
Don't knock Kangatech.
Kangatech are brilliant,
Yeah.
but they've disappeared off into the ether.
Sub tank.
No, they're still
They're
selling
still
stuff.
kicking around.
I think what would happen was when they brought out the it all went downhill from there.
Yeah.
Oh, Kangatech armor box. That was. That was
Oh, Matt,
awesome.
Matt, I knew you also had a smart mod. We all had a smart mod at some point.
Yeah. I had the.
I lusted after the X Cube Ultra because it was dual battery.
Wasn't that the one that
It
vibrated?
got Bluetooth. That was the one that vibrated. Yeah, really wanted that one.
Kanga do need to come back into the game with something that just changes it.
I just put it into chat.
Okay, let me grab it.
We talked about the
ouch.
sub tank last week, and we were like,
God, it's awful.
make a mesh coil, relaunch it.
Alright. I'm gonna have to clear out my downloads folder. This is silly with the amount of images you guys are sending me. Right.
Oh, you ought to see mine. My phone has still got all of these screenshots that I take.
Right.
I don't bother. I've really got to go through my screenshots folder and just go delete.
Right, so Chandler, just for your viewing pleasure, this was the top hat skull thing they thought was a good idea.
That's
It was a what?
It's horrific.
Oh my god! Sorry, it took me a moment it took me a moment for my eyes to adjust and realise that the screen was the top.
The small mod's
It
too big
does-
to fit up your bum, though. It's a nice one, Matt.
Does 230 watt though?
Does it? Wow. Oh my god!
On a,
Remember when?
on a baby beast coil, which will literally burn it out.
But that burns out anything above 30 watts.
Remember when this thing came out and it was like, whoa, you can go up to 30 watts.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I bought that because it went up to 30 watts.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nuts.
Well, I'm fresh out of content for this week. I don't know about you guys. What you guys got planned for the week?
Work.
Oh! I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend, yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it onto the quiz this week again. I'm
But
afraid.
you're doing the quiz on Friday. We decided that 2 weeks ago.
Did we?
Yeah, you said yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh, shit.
it's fine. I'll do it, Chandler. It's
Don't
fine.
worry, we've prepared. So
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't make it on the quiz this week. I'll sort a quiz out for
if
some
I
point.
beat Mark on Friday, then you are not allowed into any quizzes again because then I know the factor.
Because it's me.
All I've got to do this week for the quiz is make every question's answer Belgium and make the songs as obscure as possible.
Okay.
Literally, but I got none of the Belgian answers on the quiz on Friday. But literally, there was
Please?
on the quick fire round. There were 4 questions where if you just written Belgium, like when I just write bollocks all the way,
Yeah.
you would have.
Please tell me. One of the questions was, what is according to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, what is the most offensive swear word in the galaxy?
No,
No.
it was where was cricket invented,
That wasn't it.
Yeah, and where were French fries invented?
and who was the first gay prime minister?
France.
Yeah.
There was a gay prime minister called Belgium.
No, where was the?
Oh, where was the? All right, okay.
Sorry, who had the?
Yeah,
first-
no.
was
I'm
Hugh
assuming.
Grant
I'm
in
assuming
that
you
TV
mean.
show,
I'm assuming you mean openly gay.
Yeah,
prime
openly
minister.
gay.
Right. Okay. That's...
Bollocks is a great answer though. Yeah, because it actually got him a point finally.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Literally. Bollocks.
Yeah, I'm doing this week's quiz. Yeah, so if any of you guys haven't already done the quiz, come along. It's a lot of fun. You guys can take part. You fill out a Google document as part of your answers. It's super easy. It's a lot of fun, and we have a laugh doing it. And you get to listen to a lot of music and watch some crazy adverts as well. So
We actually we may have Peter joining us on Friday because on Saturday, me and Mr. DePayne and the lovely Iser and also Peter, we actually did like a spontaneous Zoom where I whipped up, and you're gonna laugh because I would never put this on the quiz, but I picked out like 17 Eurovision songs.
Oh no!
I just played them back through the mic, and then they had to guess the winner and the year.
Have you seen that film on Netflix, the Eurovision one with Will Ferrell?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
I've not seen that. I want to watch it.
I thought it was really good, and the funniest thing is all the songs in it could definitely be in Eurovision.
And
They're all
some of
made
the
up for the film.
characters that they
But
like have. The Russian guy, it's like, oh, he's spot on, and the Greek and so on. But yeah, Will Ferrell is a bit over the top, and it was an exaggeration to the max of his character. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but Will Ferrell is over the top.
You were just offended because it offended your nation,
Look. Like,
what my nation? What?
Sweden.
It was Iceland.
Yeah, you're Swedish now, Martin. Sorry.
now,
No, he's
now look,
Icelandic.
there is.
No, they were from Iceland.
Oh yeah, they were. It's all the same shit.
Oh dear.
Chandler, you were
Right,
saying?
before we end up with a international incident, there is a reason why I'm not going to be on the quiz this weekend,
Yeah.
and that is because I am going to be recording the first episode of season 2 of the Vaguely Vaping Related podcast.
Wait,
You
so
couldn't do
season
that on
1 was like
Saturday or
49
Thursday,
episodes.
Or...
No, the season 1 was 56 episodes. So we've had a bit of a break
Oh,
over
there.
the COVID. We've had a bit of a break over COVID. There hasn't been a podcast for nearly 3 months.
That's a really good way to cover the break. Yeah,
So-
it's
yeah,
season
yeah.
2 now.
So now we're on to season. Yeah, absolutely. So, So now we're on to season 2. We are tweaking the format slightly, only slightly. It's going to
You
be
bidding
pretty
Jimmy
much the
off?
same.
Is that what's happening?
No, he's still there.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
Dennis,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
answer your
Yeah.
question, yes, Denmark has won at least 3 times. 2000, 2014, and sometime back in 57 or something.
Denmark's
I love the
greatest
fact that
achievement.
you know
Yep.
what years
It's
you
because
won
it's
it
their
in.
greatest achievement
No.
Yeah.
after bacon
And pastries.
and pastries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
All right, I think we're there. So yeah, come join us Friday. It'll be 9 p.m. UK time Friday. We'll be here doing the mad quiz. It's always a laugh. So yeah, do come along to that. If not, we will see you next Tuesday. If you haven't and you're watching, don't forget to hit the follow button.
That's a bit rude, wasn't it?
What?
Calling them all cunts.
I did not do that.
Said see you next Tuesdays.
Oh, well, you did that. All right, cunts. See you next Tuesday.
Are we stopping on?
Say what?
You stopping on for half hour or so?
I will be disappearing, but Martin's the host, so he can drop the link in chat if he wants.
I will drop the link in chat, yeah.
So we'll
I'm gonna
hold
fly
off
as well.
until we've run the
Bart.
credits, and then you got okay. Don't hold off till we've run the credits. Right. All right. See you guys later.
Get 'em
have a great
while we're still live.
have a great time. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. I've got to do the fist thing. Hey.
Bye.
Go on, now you.
VTUK.